Hey everyone, this is Manadog with another Starcraft Underground League Season 2 Finals cast. Today we have Flash for the win, the Terran player from Team Savage, against KilahAce, the Zerg from Team Chaos. Game 1 will be on Polestar, and let's get into it. Okay, so again, game's on Polestar. We have Flash spawning as the yellow Terran in the top right. We have KilahAce spawning in the bottom right as the white Zerg. So describing these players, I think the first thing I would say about Flash is that, I mean, you can see the APM right there. This guy is kind of a mechanical monster. Like, he's very knowledgeable also, but I think, like, he just has the hands. You know, a lot of foreigner StarCraft players don't. Flash does. He's just a very strong player overall, but particularly, like, he's very mechanically strong, and I think he's pretty aggressive in TVZ. KilahAce, I don't know if you've seen KilahAce games played before, but probably one of the more unique players. Like, if you wanted to, like, research what KilahAce is going to do, you have to watch a KilahAce replay. You can't just, like, be aware of what's going on in the meta, as he has very much his own style that he's very good at, that he makes work for him. I think particularly in ZVZ, but probably in general. I think maybe his ZVP is most standard. Alright, so we have an 8 racks, in natural 8 racks from Flash, so he's going to start off aggressively. And we have KilahAce scouting in the normal direction, but not going to find Flash. And we're having a 12 hatch from Kilah, so very, very standard opening so far. Or is this going to scout? I'm just checking. Okay. Yep, very standard 12 hatch so far. Oh, I have to mention also that Kilah likes 3 hatch builds, or like builds where he takes his gas later. He's big on units rather than tech. I think he doesn't play a lot of Mutalisks compared to most Zerg players. But we'll see what he does here. Okay, so there's our pool. Let's see, yeah, we got more drones started. So this is not going to be, you know, a standard like 2 hatch muta. Instead, we're pumping drones. This is probably like a 3 hatch lurker. Okay, Marines are on the way. Where the bunker is down. Kilah, I cannot see this, yeah. This is out of vision range. Oh, now he does though. Now the drones see it. The first Marine is here. The second Marine is close. So 4 and 8 racks, you kind of don't want to fight them. I mean, this is very few drones, so you can still fight. But generally speaking, you don't really want to fight until you have 3 Marines. 3 Marines is kind of like the magic number where you can start targeting down drones, and it's really strong. So Kilah, gonna definitely take some damage from this. Let's see if he's gonna throw down a sunk. Wow, even gets a drone with the SCVs. And we're just rallying Marines across. Kind of surprised we're not throwing down a second bunker here. We can get more in range, but maybe we're not committing to this so hard. Look, Flash is still making SCVs behind this, so he's not trying to go all in with this. Which, I mean, you typically don't, but I mean, once it's going well, you can decide if you want to. Even pull SCVs, so we have a lot of links here. Sunk is going. This micro can be pretty difficult for both sides, and it looks like Kilah's going to clean this up. Yeah. So we are down to 8 drones from Kilah. He's making more, but Flash definitely needs to be on the defensive now. He realizes these Marines are never getting home either way, so just let's shoot a little before we die. And this Marine heading back. So Flash slipped a little bit on his macro here. He's got 600 minerals. But he's going to throw down the CC, block the gap. This is a 1-gap wall, so pretty difficult for Kilah to force his way through if this is properly blocked. He can get this Marine, but not super efficiently. So Kilah has still not taken gas. He's definitely a player that wants to have his drone count up, I think. And because of how this game opened, he was less able to do that. So let's see if he'll take the gas. This is a very late gas, yeah. So he knows that he can't get a third hatch without his gas being like disastrously late at this point. Second racks. Flash. Gas is going. It's probably Academy, yep. So Flash looking to just transition to a very standard game. The Overlord, for the original Overlord, slowly getting to Flash's natural to end up right there. And this sunk actually kind of messes with Zerg's mining. At some point he'll probably kill that. And we're just now at 5 minutes and 15 seconds about. We're just finally getting gas. So this is very late tech. It's less extreme because Terran's tech is also behind because of the opening, but this is pretty late tech. We're gonna have like, this is a 6 or a 540 layer. No Zergling speed. And he's making a lot of lings. I don't know if this is gonna end up in some sort of like a lurker all-in perhaps. Like we need to look at this layer and see if we get a lurker or a Hydra Den thrown down in the near future. Yeah, so typically you want to do that when the layer is about halfway. Ling speed is started. Both players just posturing. Stim is almost finished. No +1 started. Scanners are up. So Flash sees what Killa has and sees that it's not that much, but he doesn't know about, you know, what is this? 13 Lings waiting in the wing. It's number 14. That should not be enough against, you know, almost a control group of Marines and 2 medics. But we actually have no forward sunkens, so I think Flash is going to see, or Killa is going to see if he can kind of pincer this, surround it, see what he can get done. And we're going in. Seeing if he can target down this sunken. And he's going to lose this bio ball. And sorry if you guys can hear my dog in the background. Sneezing and being silly. Okay, we still, yeah. So here's the Hydra Den that I was talking about. And lurker research has started. Good thing we have Fire Bat 0. This is, because of these Fire Bats, this is not really bustable from Zerg. If these were Marines though, I mean, he'd have a shot at it. We're going for a drop? We're going for a lurker drop from Killa. I think he knows that he needs to make something happen, that Terran's in a pretty strong position right now. Although his factory is kind of slow. I guess not that bad considering that the game started with an 8 racks. Got no medics here. Yeah, we need these medics. Okay, so he should be making Hydras soon. Yeah, we see they're on the way. Enough gas for 2 lurkers once that finishes. Will be 3 at the time. We're waiting for Overlord transport, which we're still kind of a ways away from. And Flash knows something is coming. We got a turret and a forward bunker. Starport on the way. We've added the machine shop, but we're not making any tanks yet. But those are, however, great against lurkers. Yeah. Lurker upgrade is done. We're making 2. Are these in the middle of the map? Where are they? In base? Yeah, they're just in base. So presumably we're going to send them over, try and get them in one of these overlords, hop the wall, run in, see if we can get to the mineral line here. I think you're probably going to need more than 2. SCVs are linebackers, so you need 3 lurker shots to kill them as opposed to probes or drones. Okay. These are probably stop lurkers. I think Killa's just waiting for some magic to happen. What you can do is you can I don't remember the exact mechanic of it, but you can get lurkers to basically like target something that's not within their sight range, and so they won't attack until you give them the order to. So you wait for the bio to cross right on top of it, and then you can just get like an absolute like magic pair of shots and just kill like a control group of Marines immediately. That can be game ending. Yeah, so Flash transitioning into kind of just standard, keeping up with his standard play. Oh, we're doing Ling Drop also. So this will likely be the deciding moment of this game. We're going to see how much this gets done as this goes over the wall. And these are slow overlords, so I mean there's going to be. Okay, so they were not stop lurkers. Actually, we're just kind of warding away. Yeah, one of these not fully filled up, but we're going to see if these are able to unload before Flash notices what's happening, because these overlords are very slow. And then what kind of position he can get into, what kind of damage Kilah can get done. He's probably going to want to try and get some lurkers here. Yeah, so there's the first two, heading for the ramp. Very good for Flash that this vessel just popped. This would be a lot scarier without the vessel. Yeah, so we've kind of thrown down just wherever we could get to. This tank is going to be huge. This tank as well. And we kind of didn't unload very quickly, so this is coming in piecemeal. The tanks and the vessel were game winners here. Kilah is like an incredibly scrappy player. You know, he's the kind of guy that's like not really ever out. And he's trying to do like counter in here, but I think this is a really tough position for Zerg. You know, he was pretty all in on that. He's going to try and transition. Yeah, he's droning up at his third. He's going to try and take this longer, but I mean, Flash is in a dominating position right now. Yeah, he's one attack on the Marines. We're almost at 1-1. We've got tanks going. Now he's waiting on it. He's leaving one at home with a bunker. He knows drops are in play. Oh, we got to bring everything though. Yeah, we'll see, but unless Kilah can really produce some magic here, this push here should be a game ender. But we'll see. Crucially, only one irradiate, but I mean, how many lurkers we got here? We got 7 lurkers, but this engage is going to be real tough. What can we get? That, well, that started decently well, but I don't think it's enough. These tanks are going to be too much. All right, so that's game 1. So that's 1-0 for Flash for the win from Team Savage. Let's give him the point. And move on to game 2. Alright, so map 2 is Neosylphid. Let's see, we gave our point to Flash, we got the map updated. And let's go. Alright, so KilahAce spawning in the top position as this kind of like yucky brown, yellow, green sort of like colored Zerg. And then we have Flash up 1-0 as the metallic blue Terran. So this is the spawn you want as Zerg, typically. Like this spawn has the best mining. I think you would want this drone on the corner here. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is a particularly good patch. I think you want this one, and then like this, and then you would want this on this top corner. You'd want a boost from this here, and then this on the bottom corner. Oh, that doesn't matter anyway, because we have a 4-pool. So, well, I think it still matters. I think you still want to do this efficiently, but you know, this could have been maybe an extra second or 2 faster. But we're gonna end this one quick. And looks like Flash is not doing a wall. If I know anything about how Flash plays, my guess would be that this is going to be a mech opening. I know that he likes to do, it's kind of like a classic sim, where you kind of, I think you build all around. Maybe your Rax goes up here? Yeah, your Rax goes up here, and then you put the factory here, and it's kind of just really difficult to get in there with anything early, anything exactly like what's coming. So Kilah is just scouting this first position. He's going to see, I mean, he's mostly looking for a wall. The main thing you want to be doing is hitting a wall with your 4 Racks, because it's not going to be, it's far away from the SCVs, so it's really difficult for Terran to pull in time. They don't have any sort of like a ramp or a choke to use. So what you're hoping for as Kilah is you scout right here and you see a wall being made. Obviously that's not what's happening. He's in the other spawn and he's also not making a wall. The one saving grace maybe is that Flash has taken his gas, and this game should be over before any factory units are in play at all. Okay, SCV heading out, actually going to miss the links, so Flash is not going to know about these until they are in his face. He's got his first Marine about to pop, he's blocking this. He does have pretty excellent SimCity for this situation. Yeah, there's the factory. So this should be a pretty tough win for Kilah here. I think Flash had some strong luck on his side that what he was doing anyway. I mean, he does this sim for just exactly this sort of situation. But well, we're still gonna get both depots. So pretty nasty supply block. We're gonna have 2 Marines and that's it. And we're kind of just walling off. Getting in. Blocking. Yeah, so I mean, obviously this is terrible for Kilah, but Flash has no ability to make anything. Like even if he finished this factory, he's supply blocked. And he's not started a depot. So I mean, this is it. I think, yeah. Oh, we're doing a bunker. Like this is all Flash can make right now. I don't know if Kilah realizes that. But if Flash can't get down a depot somewhere, yeah, he's doing it right there. Kilah has an opportunity to just mass up lanes. I think that's probably pretty difficult to see in the moment, though. Yeah, because these are obviously not going to trade efficiently, but you have the time that a depot takes to produce, as well as whatever unit you wanted to make. I don't know. I think you probably just want to sit and wait. Even if you get this, you're losing a lot of lanes here. I think probably what you would want to do is you would want to just wait until this depot finished, and then not long after, just like mass up to that point and just go with everything. You know, because that's kind of like the most units you can get before Terran's basically able to add anything else. But we traded a lot of lanes to basically do damage that's now being repaired to the depot. So the Vulture's going to come out. We got, yeah, 3rd Marine. I think it was going to be a pretty tough win at any point for Kilah, but I think that was probably his best chance. Okay, so Flash intelligently checking his main, making sure he's not missing anything, but he's getting caught. First Vulture for free. But still, we have 13 SCVs, a fully loaded bunker, a 2nd Vulture, and Kilah still on 4 drones. Yeah. Alright, so that'll do it. That's a 2-0 for Flash for the win in the SC Underground League Season 2 Finals. That's a win for Team Savage. So thank you everybody for watching.